Hey everyone, this is Gaetano Prestia from iMedia, and this is our video review of Prototype. In Prototype, you're Alex Mercer, a shape-shifting creature who has the ability to absorb other things and monsters. As he evolves and transforms into an emotionless being with limitless power, people around him go through horrific mutations, as Mercer himself changes to prepare himself for the countless attacks on his life. As he roams through the city at a near invincible creature pace, he jumps from buildings and drops down onto the unsuspecting public, who unsurprisingly scream and run away. The city of Manhattan is your playground as you guide Alex to unravel the secrets that plague his current appearance. Prototype is focused purely on Alex being as evil and destructive as possible. While some of his actions during missions will be in the best interests of those he's involved with, a lot of the time you'll be ripping apart innocent bystanders and consuming them to get a quick health boost.
Roger that, what's your status?
A lot of Prototype's grunt lies in the unlockable special powers. While you can pick up cars and hurl objects at helicopters, there are quite a few awesome powers that really make Prototype worth playing. Whether it's gliding from one building to the next or destroying a large tank with a simple shoulder hit, there's plenty on offer when it comes to upgrading Alex's abilities and his destructive nature. The upgrading system is easy to move through, and while it won't take you that long to purchase all of them, there are enough there to entertain those looking for a game with a high destructive tone. The focus is on destruction, aggression and action, and the game really encourages you to run into enemies with arms waving everywhere. There are around 30 missions all up, all of which don't offer much originality to the sandbox genre. There are the typical boss battles as well as search and destroy and escort missions, but there really isn't any one mission that stands out above the rest. The narrative isn't implemented into the missions as well as it could have been, and often you'll find yourself fighting for someone or something that you, as the player, really don't care about. While the focus is on destruction and action, the missions aren't varied enough to carry a memorable plot, and even when the story does get interesting, you're forced to play the unoriginal missions with simple objectives. However, actually playing the missions can be a lot of fun. The search and destroy missions can get hectic to say the least, with literally hundreds of soldiers and a few tanks all attacking you at once. There can be a hell of a lot of action on screen at any one time, and while it takes a hell of a lot of firepower to take down Alex, using his powers and dodging methods to his best ability is integral to success in a lot of the missions. Combat in Prototype can be a lot of fun, and scaling buildings and jumping throughout the city is where a lot of Prototype's fun lies. There are also interesting and engaging side missions that enhance the overall experience beyond the main story. There are plenty scattered throughout the map, each of which earn you points to upgrade skills. The city of Manhattan isn't made to scale, and if you've been to New York City before, you'll notice how poorly reconstructed this version is. A lot of the famous Manhattan locations have been recreated poorly, with little to no effort made to make them look anything like their real-life counterparts. The buildings are as lifeless as the streets, and this is obvious as you run up them with Alex. The draw distance is horrid, and the game clearly struggles with the streaming, as popping is present as soon as you reach the top of a building and look out across the city. The developer has really let the game down with the poor presentation. It really does seem like two separate teams made Prototype. Sometimes the cutscenes are really well done and cinematic, while other times they look absolutely terrible with severe screen tearing. Some missions are timid with little enemies, while others have countless enemies coming at you with no end in sight. It's an obvious inconsistency right across the board and a real letdown for the type. Prototype is a fun game, it's just let down by poor execution. The gameplay can be extremely fun as you cause havoc across Manhattan, but it's just a shame that it never really feels like Manhattan. The gameplay is accessible and the power upgrading system is great, and once you get all of the available powers, get ready to cause some intense trouble. At its core, Prototype is a fun, pick-up-and-play game, but on the outside, it's just an unfinished, inconsistent, poorly designed game that is saved only by accessible and fun gameplay mechanics. Don't forget to check out our full review at my360.com.au and myps3.com.au.